Hey, Duff.
Duffield here. Congratulations. What pleased you most, the way your midfield played or the way your tall forwards took advantage of the midfield dominance?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game overall. I thought both sides played pretty good systems. We got on top in a couple of areas, but, we knew Freo wouldn't go away, and even the start of the last quarter, we thought it got pretty hectic there where they should have probably kicked the first 2 or 3 goals. So, no, we were pleased with the 4-quarter effort, I thought, from most of our players. What come across is just a little bit more maturity in the long run. I thought we probably stood up when we needed to, and the maturity got us over the line.
So experience and poise a massive factor, do you think, after quarter time in particular?
I think so. I mean, these games now are so tight. If you can get 20 points in front, you've done a pretty good job. So our leaders, I thought, all played pretty well. Josh, he's 250th. I heard he kicked 4 goals for. So he stood up along with our mids, and I thought Gov did his bit too down back. So overall, I thought, our leadership and our ability to sustain the pressure all day probably shone through.
Adam, but what does it mean, I guess, in the fabric of a footy club when a champion like Josh plays like that in a milestone game?
Yeah, I think he was pretty keen to play well. Justin, he was. I had said that look in his eye at the start of the game. So that wasn't Justin, was it? Sorry. That's you there. Look, I think the way he prepares, it's not a surprise. He does what he does, and he's in the twilight of his career, and we don't expect him to have 8 shots at goal a week. He takes the best defender, he frees up other players, and he's just a ripper bloke as well. So we couldn't be prouder for him.
Similar one from me then. Brad Shepherd in defence, I guess he's so underrated over East, but over here we know how good he is. Just what have you made of his season and also his game today?
Yeah, I thought our backs complemented each other quite well. They tried to do a bit of a job on Gov, which we've had before, and we worked through it pretty well. But Shep's always that guy who's third man in, picks up a really dangerous small forward, can play tall, and very, very rarely lets us down. So I'm not surprised tonight he stood up again. But I thought all of our backs did a pretty good job. There was a couple of moments there where their talls actually got on top of us. Start of the game and obviously start of the last as well. So collectively they did the job though.
And what did you change at quarter time after they had a strong first quarter and Taberner appeared to be a really major threat in attack for them?
Yeah, well, that was a little bit of what was going on with McGovern. I think Bamford was trying to go to him, and then Gov would go to someone else, and the ring-a-ring-a-rosy starts, and maybe we just took a little bit of time to get that right and how we adjusted to get a look that we wanted. That took a bit of time, but I think Taberner just played well at the start of the game. Sometimes good key forwards can get on top, and he did. He probably should have kicked 3 or 4 goals in that first quarter. So, we readjusted, but I think he just had a breakout quarter, to be honest.
When did Luke Shuey come out of the team, and will he be right for next week, do you think?
Yeah, he was really close. I've just been looking around the competition at the moment, and he put his hand up to play. We gave him a really good fitness test yesterday. But overnight, we decided, look, just take precaution, give him an extra week to recover, and he pretty much signed off yesterday. So ideally, like to give him a couple more days before he plays, and in the end, it was just 1 or 2 days too late. So he'll play next week for sure.
And Simo, just on the winning streak, we spoke a bit about it during the week. Now that you've got it, can you just reflect on that and whether it's got any significance for the club or fans or how you see it?
Oh, look, I think we're proud of it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know how many they won in a row before. And when I got to the club, we definitely lost 3 in a row on top of probably 3 or 4 in a row before I got here. So, it's a good achievement by the club in general. A lot of our senior players have seen the hard days, and I'm really proud that they got rewarded tonight. And it's a special achievement, but I don't think it's going to define us this year. It's probably just something for the record books that we can look back on in years to come.
Do you feel like your season's turned the corner a bit? Adam, it was tough in the first couple of weeks in the hub, but you got rolling the last couple of weeks. It looks like your midfield is playing with a bit of confidence and momentum and good continuity now.
I think across the board, our side, it looked like we're sort of establishing a good brand and identity of who we are and how we play. And I think injecting a couple of the kids into the side a few weeks ago gave us a bit more spirit and energy for the game. And so that's sort of where we're at. Whether we're back on track or we're in a space that's going to compete with teams like Collingwood and Geelong in the next couple of weeks, we'll find out. But the next 2 or 3 weeks is really going to define everyone's season. So we probably have to step up another level to knock off the Pies next week.
Adam, what did you think of that effort? I think it was from Duggan in the first quarter where Taverner took the mark in the goal square, he turned around to have the shot and then he got mowed down. What'd you rate?
Yeah, I think it was Tommy Cole, and he was one of the kids. Yeah, he's one of the kids we brought in. Well, he's not a kid. He's a premiership player, but him and Jackson Nelson and Liam Duggan across the half back line have been. They're full of beans. They've got a lot of energy. They're fittest players in the side, and they never stop giving up. So I'm not surprised he's done it and saved us a goal. We got the jump on us early, and we're lucky not to concede more goals. So, yeah, he's moving into the season quite well.